welcome back to the One Piece Doc podcast with me, Mr. Six, and
Erik, and today we're going to talk about who we think the strongest characters in One Piece are.
Rough draft.
Yeah.
This will probably we'll change. It'll probably change. Like we'll probably do more videos of this, but this is our first kind of organic, just like off the cuff. Literally, we just sat down and we're like, let's just do a power ranking. Because, that's kind of like every channel does that, so we need to do that.
Yeah, every channel talks about it. But it's also fun. It's just fun conversation.
Yeah. And if you definitely hate us in the comments. Definitely hate our list. Or like it, the 1% of the people that would be listening to this.
Yeah, and just get on there and tell us what you think. If you have a better list, let us know, and we will make sure to dog it.
All right, so who's going to go first? Oh, okay, so how this is going to work.
I'll go first.
Okay, well, we'll explain it to them real quick. Okay. So how this is going to work is Erik's going to go first, like he said, and then he's going to give one, and I'm going to give one. Should we do 5 or 10?
Let's do 10.
Oh, my God, that's a lot.
Let's do 10.
Oh, my God, that's a lot. I don't know. That's a lot. Wait, let's do 5.
Let's do 10.
Let's do 5.
Okay, let's be in the middle and do 7.5 characters.
Cut a character in half?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do 10.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can remember.
I will help you.
Okay, you go. So we'll start from 10.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Let's just go from the top down. That's easier. And obviously the top are pretty easy. That's why I don't want to do 5. Because we can do the top 10 strongest characters in a minute.
But should we have limitations on that?
No.
Just whatever we want. Yonko?
No. Any character.
Okay, well then it's going to be obvious what the top ones are.
Well then let's just get those ones out of the way and just say the top ones, and then we'll say the top 5 characters after them.
Non-Yonkos? Let's do top 10 non-Yonkos.
How about we just list out the strongest characters first? Obviously the Yonkos and the Admirals. We have Big Mom, Kaido. We have Shanks. We have Blackbeard. We had Whitebeard pre-time skip. Luffy. Yeah, Luffy. But Luffy's not quite there.
Yeah, well, not.
Not quite there.
Yeah.
And then we have Akainu, Sengoku, Garp. We have Fujitora, Green Bull, and we have Kizaru and Akuiji. Obviously, Akuiji is with Blackbeard. So.
Okay, so
every character after that.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna leave those guys out. So we'll make it fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we're only going to do 5 because we just listed 9 characters.
Yeah. We'll leave those guys out. Okay, so you go first.
Wow, you put me in a spot here.
What you just said at the beginning of the video.
I was thinking we were going to do it with all of them. But yeah, if we get rid of all the Admirals and we get rid of all of the
Top Marines.
Top Marines and all of the Yonko, the next strongest character... And I'm not going to put them in any order here. We can kind of go back to it if we want to say which one.
Okay. We'll say what it is. What are 5 characters we think, and then we'll order them. Okay, go.
Yeah. So I think Mihawk, definitely one of the top 5 strongest characters after the Yonko and the Admirals.
Oh yeah, he can definitely hold his own.
Yeah, he can spar with Shanks. They did consistent sparring when Shanks had 2 arms. I don't know if that makes him twice as strong, but
yeah,
he is at least a little bit more capable. You would think. You would think.
Right.
But I don't know, because One Piece is all about hockey, and he is older, and his hockey should get better. And
it's like a fine wine.
Yeah, it's like a fine wine. It ages, and it doesn't fester. But yeah, so Mihawk.
Okay.
He's up there.
Okay.
He cut through Zoro with that little tiny necklace sword.
He didn't cut through Zoro. He was just defending him. He cut through Zoro with his... I mean, he broke his swords, but
and he put a huge slash on his entire body.
But that was with his actual sword. Because he respected Zoro.
Yeah, you're right. So Zoro, he's like, I lost. You can cut me.
And but I'm sure he could have done the same exact thing with the little sword.
Yeah, he cut the crap out of him.
I mean, if you've seen the new Wano episode with Zoro,
that was epic.
That was
Dragon Twisters. He laid waste.
Yeah.
Zoro is the strongest character in One Piece. All right, who's one of your top 5 after the Admirals. And
can I say Silver's Rayleigh?
Yeah.
Okay, Silver's Rayleigh.
He's.
I mean, like, I'm sure, like, his power level has, like, depleted, or with age.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say he's pretty up there. I mean, because like, he held off Kizaru to attempt to let the Straw Hats leave.
He was sweating a little bit, but he was definitely holding Kizaru back. And Silvers, he knows hockey.
He knows all 3 types of hockey.
The advanced forms too.
The advanced forms too.
We don't know
and
about
he also has his reputation.
Observation advanced, but yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, he knows about it.
He knows about it. What about his reputation?
I mean, because he's, like, renowned. So he has that intimidation factor, too.
People scare. He also has King's
same
hockey.
Same with Mihawk, too.
Mm-hmm.
He has it. So, I mean, it's like he's, like, well-rounded, I would say.
I would say he's probably one of the top 5 characters. I'm just going to go different characters. So if you say character and I say character, we can't re-say it. Yeah. But I think there's a character that has not got a lot of storyline, who's also probably as strong as both of these characters that we mentioned. And I forget his name because that's Weevil.
Weevil.
The Shichibukai.
Yeah. I know who.
Edward Weevil.
I'm just. Can you explain your?
He laid waste to almost all of Whitebeard's former captains. Laid waste to them. Sometimes more than one at the same time. Are they that much of chubs?
I feel like they are, just because Whitebeard was such a force.
So his captains are nothing compared to Big Mom or Kaido's captains. Jozu, Marco, they're just not that strong.
Well, he didn't find Marco yet. I don't know about. Did they say he found Jozu?
No, we don't know what happened to any of. We just know that Marco's the last one. So
we don't know for a fact.
We don't know for a fact, but it showed like 16 captains in one particular panel, and Weevil having laid waste to all of them. So he's going to be up there with some of the strongest characters in One Piece. He's at least in my mind, stronger than Luffy at this point, or as strong. And Luffy is commander level.
I don't know if I agree with that.
How come? Tell me more.
I mean, we just don't know enough.
We know that he's coming into the story and he isn't in now. Is Oda gonna put in the story a character who is weaker than current line characters?
I mean, like, he had...
What's Weevil's purpose other than to just be a fodder? He gets there and gets one shot by Marco. Boom.
I'm not saying one shot. I'm not saying... but we're talking about the strongest.
Yeah.
This is the problem I have with these lists. But
Is Marco not considered one of the commanders? Is he not considered...
I never said that.
I know, but is he not considered up there with, like, maybe a Katakuri level fighter?
I don't know. He was just doing a lot of kicks.
Or a King level fighter.
Well, I mean, we haven't really seen too much from King.
Mm-hmm. See, we know that Marco has hockey.
Yeah.
We don't know how advanced it is, but we know he has it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just think that Weevil's probably stronger than Marco, which means he's probably as strong as King of Kaido or Katakuri. He's in that category of fighters, at least, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about characters who are up there. There's only a couple of other characters that I'm going to list off that are also in this range of fighting.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my thought process.
Okay.
He's up there. I don't know how strong. Obviously, I could be putting him way too far. We do not know enough about him, but yeah.
Comment down below if you agree.
Or disagree. And rip me to pieces. Anyways, hit it, 6.
Oh my gosh. I was so into your explanation. I wasn't really thinking about my next one. Okay, I would say what's Shuyu?
Shuyu, really? He can turn invisible.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know because we don't know enough about him. He's another character we don't know enough, but we do know he probably has hockey and he's probably stronger than Magellan.
He's pretty. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He was the captain. He was the head jailer.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, he was one of the head jailers. I mean, he's the second in command, I believe, in Blackbeard's fleet. So I mean, and Blackbeard. I mean, it's just kind of like that same thing with Weevil. I was pointing out with you. We don't know enough, but I mean,
he can turn invisible.
I mean, just because like, Weevil is a Shichibukai, but I mean, like Shichibukai. I mean, with the exception of Mihawk
and Buggy
and Buggy, obviously,
Buggy.
They don't seem as formidable as like a top commander
for the most part, but they are. Actually, I would probably go back to Marine Ford and say that the Shichibukai were fighting the commanders and kind of putting Whitebeards, and he had the most. He had 16 commanders, and you see Kaido has 3, Big Mom had 4, Shanks has a crew, and they're really all commanders. Commander level.
I don't know. Like how I viewed that was like I'm not saying they're like scrubs. But I've always felt like because Whitebeard was just so powerful. I mean, like he could have been king of the pirates if he really wanted to be.
He could have beat Kaido in a fight 1-on-1.
Exactly.
You think so?
Strongest maybe man, Prime.
Strongest
maybe Prime.
Yeah, maybe Prime, but strongest man for strongest creature.
I feel like Kaido's endurance would just be like insane. He could keep taking the hits, right? But I don't know about that. But back to my point is like I feel like Whitebeard was so strong, right, that he makes up for his crew, and like he's not like Kaido or like Big Mom, like where they want strong. Or like Blackbeard, they want the strongest crewmates. He wanted a family, right? So for him, he's going to protect his family. It's not...
The Quake fruit gives him a huge edge over a lot of characters.
Exactly, and I mean, like it's not like, oh, I want you because you're powerful, or like he saw like people as like his son potential, right? Especially do you think like Ace could go against like I mean, like,
yeah, that's a big problem with Whitebeards is that Ace,
and that's what I was trying to say,
was considered post time skip level about the same strength as post time skip Luffy. He had like a bare minimum hockey. He was understanding hockey, and he had that bare minimum level hockey. That was pre time skip Luffy. That was like the same sort of thing. But we got to see Ace get absolutely ripped up by Akainu.
Yeah,
like but I mean, he was fodder. He was fodderized by Akainu.
Yeah.
No, not quite. Not quite.
Do you think if Ace... I mean, I forgot if you just said this, but is it confirmed that Ace had hockii?
He did. He had Heishoku
So,
hockey,
do you think
and that was confirmed.
So, why didn't he use hockey with Akainu? Or was Akainu's hockey like so great that it just didn't matter?
That's what I'm thinking.
He like punched through him.
It was never explicitly stated, but this is kind of what I'm assuming. So I could be wrong, but
we're on our tangents again.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
Keep going.
But the thing is, with that, we know that hockey can be imbued into your devil fruit. So whenever Whitebeard was punching Akainu with the Quake fruit, he was probably punching him with hockey imbued in the quakes. Just like Akainu was probably protecting himself with hockey in its magma form.
Yeah.
Like Luffy can go rubber and hockey to kind of enhance his devil fruit.
Yeah.
I assume that they both were using hockey in their devil fruit. But
so Ace was trying to use hockey, but, Akainu's just like hockey level was just that much greater.
Absolutely.
And then also having a really OP.
Yeah, and we saw that already when he used Ryu or that flowing hockey to stop, Quake fruit from knocking over the stand.
Yeah.
So we know that he already had better hockey than Ace.
True.
From that point right there.
Good point. Okay, so back to what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So,
have you picked a character? So far we did Mihawk,
Silver's
Rayleigh. We did.
You did Weevil. I did. Oh, Shiryu. And now it's your turn.
Okay. So after Shiryu, I would say Ben Beckman. I was thinking
the smartest man in the East Blue.
The smartest man in East Blue. He also put a slight hold on Kizaru. He was able to sit by Kizaru and joke with him, so he's obviously no scrub who just sits next to an admiral without the ability to survive.
Yeah.
He took him seriously. So that right there, we don't know what he can do. But
just like Shiryu.
Yeah, just like Shiryu. We don't really know. We don't know what a lot of these characters can do. We just know that they're commander levels.
The hype is building.
And Shanks got to have the strongest commander, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He only has like 13 crew members. Maybe some like little pirates with him. But I would have to say that his commanders have to be the strongest because it's the smallest crew.
Oh, yeah. He has quality. I agree with that. Quality people.
Otherwise, how is he a Yonko if he can't, stop Big Mom, if he can't stop Kaido or Whitebeard or Blackbeard? Blackbeard's the same way. He's got quality. And Shiryu's probably getting stronger, especially with being invisible now.
We'll talk about that. Invisibility. Okay.
But yeah, I would say Ben Beckman. He's got the gun, and he has a unique fighting style. Otis said he has a unique fighting style. He fights extraordinarily smart, which means he probably has observation haki at its max level. Probably one of the best observation hakis in One Piece.
He has great haki, armament haki, because he's going to imbue his bullets. Projectiles with
so he can use.
So that's why Kizaru was like, "Oh shoot." Better stop.
Yeah, he can get hurt by him. And then he's Shanks' right-hand man. Let's look at Luffy's right-hand man, Zoro. He has King's Haki. We know that Ace had King's Haki. Some of Whitebeard's crewmates had King's Haki. I think Katakuri has been stated to have King's Haki. So we know, based off how it has been doing this, a lot of the Yonko's crewmates have King's Haki, so we might speculate that even Ben Beckman himself has King's Haki.
Right.
What do you think? Think that might be something that's in the realm of
possibility? It could be. Just like you said, we don't know enough, about him yet.
We don't. We will, though. I'm pretty sure we will.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. We know these characters from, the very first episode, but we know so little.
That's what's great about One Piece.
20 years.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! And even when Oda retconned Haki, conquers Haki, and he when Shanks looks at the Sea King, and even though he probably didn't think about it back then, but it works so well because you can reread that and still be like, oh, wow. In the future there's Haki, and that looks like the Conqueror's Haki.
He probably had some idea. He just didn't know for sure yet.
I'm sure he was like, oh yeah, he's so powerful he intimidated him because he's planning for probably Shanks to be like.
I really still dislike that. He lost his arm to a mere seeking
just punched. Just for a lesson.
A lesson.
What if that didn't pay off? You're just like, well,
Luffy dies.
I guess I don't have an arm anymore. He just dies. He gets his head chopped off and
or he goes out to sea and the Sea King beats him.
Yeah.
He drowns. Or, he could have drowned so many times in the series. But, yeah, who's the next character?
Like my character?
After Ben Beckman, yeah. After Ben Beckman, who's Yolf?
It's so hard. I want to say Katakuri just because I love Katakuri, but he got beat by Luffy. Or at a draw, okay?
He was stronger than Luffy in that moment. He still got beat.
Okay, he would have... Okay. It
was a battle of wills.
He would have...
He could have killed him so many times.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. I would agree with that. So I would say Katakuri.
Yeah, he's up there.
And we
know right now he is stronger than Luffy if he was trying to kill him.
Oh yeah, there's so many characters that just it's a story. You gotta have that plot armor. So
it's also things like that happen in real life too. It's not like that's not a realistic situation where people are like, oh, this is fun. I want to see where it goes. People do that all the time. I do it.
When? Tell me.
Well, let's see. I see my little sister doing something silly, and I'm like, I just want to see where this goes because this is interesting, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna fail miserably.
Wow, so much.
That's what brothers do. That's what older brothers do. Comment in the comments if that's correct. If you've ever just let your little sibling just do something silly because you're like, well, I've been there, I've done that, and I just want to see them feel the same way.
You cynical man.
I don't know if it's really bad. I'm gonna be like, well, okay, hey, I've been there.
I'm just kidding.
But you know what I'm
Erik
saying.
is a good guy. He's a good guy.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. But okay, so yeah, like I was saying, Katakuri. Yeah, he could have killed Luffy so many times. I mean, I'm kind of biased because I just love Katakuri.
His design is the best.
Yeah, I mean, at first, I feel like this way with all Oda's characters.
Yeah.
You're just like, what the heck? And it was like over the top, but he
shot
just
a
builds
jelly
those
bean.
characters. Yeah, dude, I wish he would use that more. Like,
I mean, that'd be so cool.
He just like
flicking jelly beans.
I just imagine him kind of like how Ace was doing that one fire kind of like gun where he's like pew 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 pew.
Yeah.
But with jelly beans with like Luffy, he's like boom 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 boom.
That would be cool.
Like flicking his thumbs.
Yeah. Oh, I wish, but we didn't get to see that. We got to see even crazier techniques. Like his rolling mochi. We get to see him putting fists out of thin air. His
he's really
spiked arm mochi.
He's really adept to his devil fruit.
He is. It's super good.
Special paramecia.
Yeah.
Okay, go for yours.
Ooh, we're getting into a category of, do I want to go with King? King has got to be one of the strongest. But right now, we just saw Big Mom foderize Queen, and then Queen jump off a thing in his Bronchiosaurus mode and knock Big Mom out.
Barely, yeah. Just
kind of put her into sleep mode.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was so much Queen, but I'm going to go and say King. We don't know anything about him. He's got a fire pterodactyl devil fruit.
We're just saying all the top commanders.
Yeah. But he's probably the strongest Katakuri in my opinion, only because Kaido only has 3 commanders. Big Mom has 4, so his 3 have to be able to rival Big Mom's form.
What would his zone, like his half human, half zone transformation look like? Because I mean, because he's a pterosaur, right? Mm-hmm. So because pterosaurs, their arms are not webbed, but they have the this membrane or whatever, not membrane, the skin to be able to fly. So in his half form, would that just form? Because it's not like he would have wings in his back, and then because that just look really weird. Because then his arms would morph back into the wings.
It doesn't seem like a great devil fruit.
It does not. I mean,
but it's King, and the best fighters in One Piece are the most creative fighters in One Piece, and that's what we've seen over and over again.
Hashtag Luffy.
Yeah, hashtag main character.
But
hashtag Oda's.
It'd just be. I can't wait to see how Oda shows how King fights, because maybe he does a super fast transformation into his pterosaur form and then flies to evade attacks or do whatever.
He's got to spend hours and days and weeks and months just thinking and studying King's fighting motion to make him Yonko commander level.
Yeah, I mean, because it would make sense if he was maybe the lowest commander, because you're okay, he just kind of has a weird devil fruit. It's kind of hard to really maximize that.
What if him being king wasn't any status symbol on how powerful he was? What if Jack was the strongest? But they said that he was the youngest brother, and that they were all brothers of sense in that one episode or that one chapter.
So
King was the oldest.
So no, it's confirmed that Jack is 100% fishman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But brothers in arms.
So maybe the Saki Cups.
Yeah.
So maybe they were brothers and they fought Kaido and they lost.
Obviously. No.
So SBS on this?
Yeah. They just released. I was kind of watching it.
Oh, I didn't read it.
Yeah. Go read it. It's pretty. I mean, there's some good nuggets of information.
Yeah, read the SBS.
Yeah. So it was confirmed that he's full fishman. That he was 8 years old when they were Lane's. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong about this. I believe he was 8 years old when he was Lane. He was helping Kaido take over Wano.
Wow, 8 years old.
Well, but he's a fishman, so he might have had his devil fruit. Then too. So
that's crazy though. How is he that strong at 8?
I mean, fishmen. But fishmen are pretty strong, in hands.
But look at Arlong. He still got beat down by some strong characters.
If he has his devil fruit, though, Arlong's a scrub. Even though he's one of my favorite villains, but he's a scrub.
He's kind of a scrub. he's got some fighting potential if someone would work with him.
Yeah.
I
feel like he just fights with anger.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, like a lot of prejudice and anger and hatred.
Yeah, so
hatred
like
is a good word for it.
And he has a flaw of thinking he's better than his opponents.
Yeah.
So that's what, leaves him open to, be beaten.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
He got beat by Luffy.
Yeah, exactly.
Pre-time skip, so he's not that strong. He also got beat by Kizaru.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
I mean,
who's the next character?
It's your turn.
Who did you just say?
Katakuri.
Katakuri, and then before that
Curry
I said Ben Beckman, the Mochi Man. So let's say our next one. This is our fourth one, right?
I believe so.
I said Mihawk. I said Weevil.
Said Ben Beckman.
Ben Beckman. So this is my fourth one.
Yeah.
I would say that we're getting into harder characters now.
Yeah. I know. I'm like doing like that meme with like the calculations like everywhere. I'm like, oh my god. I don't want to mess this up.
What character can we go to next? Could we go and maybe? And we know we have the CP0. We have those characters.
Mm-hmm.
We have other commanders. Maybe I could go to Blackbeard. We know we've already said his commander. His top one was Shiryu.
We already did. What? You didn't say Marco.
Didn't say Marco. But we've seen Marco, and we know he's not nearly. He's not smart. He got handcuffed with the sea stone cuffs. He kicked Kizaru, but didn't do any damage. He didn't really show much in Marineford.
I would say out of like the 5 Yonkos so far, he's like in all of their commanders, he's the bottom.
Probably, yeah.
I would say.
But there's 16 commanders, so there's obviously a level of quality that's lacking there.
No, I mean the top commanders. Like out of the top commanders of every Yonko, he's the bottom.
I agree. I also think Whitebeard had probably other commanders when he was younger.
Not that he's not strong, but just compared to the other commanders, I would say he's the bottom.
Yeah, probably.
Unless King proves us wrong.
Yeah, unless King proves wrong. So we know that there are other strong characters as well. I'm just trying to think about characters in Wano we've seen that are pretty strong. We know the Shogun's right-hand man is pretty up there. We know Sentomaru is pretty strong, and I don't know how strong Sentomaru is from the Marines.
All right, pick
right
now.
I'm having trouble picking.
Okay, you want me to go?
Yeah, if you have a character, you can go, and I'll go after you.
All right, the most basic pick, Lucky D. Luffy.
Now
based on potential.
Well, I mean, even now he's up there. He just learned.
Yeah, he is now like in the discussion approaching that, and I know I'm going to get so many people, and maybe this is why I'm picking it. You'll never know, but
it's a good pick. I wouldn't say this is reaching at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a reach.
No,
he's not overdrafted right now.
Nah, not really.
I mean, we said we'd order them.
Oh, you know who we forgot to omit from our rankings here?
Straw Hats?
Dragon.
Oh, Dragon? Well, we don't know. Because he's
got to be this strong. He's got to be this strong.
I see him as more of like a strategist right now. Because like...
No, he's stronger than Sabo. You don't think Sabo would get his butt kicked by Dragon?
Okay, yeah. I mean, I could see that. But
and Sabo could fight an Admiral.
It's like even... Like, it's even less than a Weevil. Like Dragon.
Well, if you're going to put Luffy here, I'm going to put Sabo and Dragon here.
A twofer?
Yeah, they're
well, okay, Dragon, you're gonna put both of them. Okay.
They're both up there. So
that's your 4 and 5?
No, Dragon he can't be in this category. He's a Yonko level character in my opinion.
Okay.
He is. And I would say Sabo is in this realm right here.
Yeah.
If you're gonna put Luffy here, I'm gonna put Sabo here because Sabo is probably stronger than Luffy is.
I would say Sabo is. Oh well, I think he can be.
It'd be a very
stronger.
Close
fight. Yeah, I agree with that. But I think he would top Luffy just in that he fought so long without a devil fruit
His hockey is probably better.
knows. Yeah, exactly. So he probably has really good hockey.
Observation. We know he has observation hockey. He can't be shot. We know he's got the advanced form of ornament hockey.
Do we know that?
We do. He made the stage collapse by injecting his hockey into it.
I thought he just hit it so hard.
He just put his fingers down and the whole stage collapsed. All he did was put his hand down and flex it, and he like ejected his hockey.
I don't see that as like ejecting. I think that's just like
it's the my force assumption. It's my assumption with everything we know recently.
Yeah, if
who's
right, Erik or me?
Yeah.
6.
Erik is definitely right.
I don't know.
When is Erik wrong?
All the time.
I am, but you know what? I don't think I'm wrong this time.
Okay. We'll let the people decide.
I will bet you a penny that I am right. Are you done?
Oh, am I done? You're the one that already picked your characters.
Are you down with the penny bet?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So let's shake on it. This is us shaking off screen awkwardly.
There you go.
We're too far away.
Hands all sweaty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're afraid of who I'm going to pick for my last pick.
I still have one more pick, but go for it.
No, you do. No, you used them all.
No, I put
said
Dragon,
4 and 5.
I said I put Dragon
you
above
can't put
it.
2.
I put Dragon above all these characters in the Yonko level. So
and
I said.
So we're not going to put.
I omitted him.
Oh, okay. You by yourself decided.
Yeah, I made it an executive decision.
So no Dragon, but you're putting Sabo as 4.
Yes.
Okay, I see what you're.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was your. Was that your 5th pick?
That was my 4th. I went with my very first one was Mihawk. Then I said Weevil, and then Ben Beckman, and then I said Sabo. And this is your 5th.
Is this my 5th?
Yeah.
Because I said. Oh yeah, so I said.
You're confusing the viewers.
I know. I'm so sorry. Silvers, Shuyu, Luffy, Katakuri. Oh, okay. Okay, so it is my 5th. Okay.
We need to write these down as we go.
I know.
What's your 5th one? This is the hard one.
Oh my gosh.
We're in that hard character category right now.
Okay, so again, I'm going pretty basic.
Ooh.
I'm going to say Zoro.
No, I disagree.
Good, because I'm going to say why.
Good. Convince me. I have a little sign up. It's the meme. He can too lose.
No, he can't.
He got beat by Arlong.
He got that.
He got beat by Mihawk.
I mean, yeah, after Mihawk, he hasn't gotten beaten.
He got beat by Arlong.
Yeah, that was before Mihawk.
Okay.
Oh, no, sorry. Excuse me. He didn't get beat by it. He didn't get beat by him.
He was encountered by his throat.
He was incapacitated. I mean, he was bleeding profusely because he had a huge gash across his chest, and even Arlong was like freaked out by it because he was putting up a fight.
Standing.
Yeah, and he knew Luffy was coming, and that's why Luffy like grabbed him and threw him back, so he didn't really lose.
Yeah, and he didn't in that.
He held them, so he was victorious
ground.
Because he stalled until Luffy was ready.
He did what he needed to do.
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah, I guess so. But
got him.
But is he really? Could he fight? Could he fight Katakuri? I think he could actually.
Yeah,
his fighting style is perfect for Katakuri. He just needs better observations.
Thing, like Zoro has not been like serious at all.
He hasn't.
I mean, he's serious, but he hasn't been fighting serious. He's like. Every time he fights someone, he's like, "Oh, I get to be." He's like, "Oh, I'm looking forward to this," and then he's like, "Oh, scrub," because like Pika, for example,
Pika's nothing.
Yeah, Pika was nothing. The biggest. It was just a challenge for him, just because he was like, "How do I hit this guy?"
He practices observation hockey though, but the thing is, with Zoro, he fought Killer. And no, Killer may have been a little slightly weakened, but he got hurt by a weakened version of Killer.
I think he just knew, like he
was distracted.
No. I think he got hit by him just because he knew like he would get it. Or
he accepted it.
Yeah, it's like he knew there would be an opening.
Respectfully, I disagree.
I think he recognized that Killer at the time that he didn't know was Killer.
Mm-hmm.
That he recognized and respected his skill level, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, okay, I need to end this because he's he can't.
He was fighting two people too.
He was fighting two people at the same time. He was protecting
who weren't two scrubs.
He was protecting two people at the same time. So in his mind, I believe like he's like, okay, I just need to like end this like quickly because like I can't fight two people.
He technically tied. He passed out after the fight.
Did he lose?
He tied.
Is that a loss?
No.
Exactly.
Okay. With Zoro though, we just
also he didn't have his 3 swords.
He didn't. He's significantly nerfed without 3 swords.
Yeah.
So he is significantly stronger than a nerfed version of Killer and the Bandit on the road. So I could see that.
So yeah, he didn't have his swords. He was fighting two people at the same time, and he had to protect two people. I mean, he didn't have to, but
he needs a good challenge, and I think he's getting one right now with Kyoshiro, who's fighting, and
I think he passed out because he was running after
with poison in his belly.
The guy that stole his 2 swords.
Mm-hmm.
So he was already probably exhausted.
That guy's gonna come back into the story at some point.
Oh yeah, definitely. But
so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I think he's gonna have to fight Kyoshiro, and he's gonna have to fight whoever this guy is.
All right, go with your last one.
My 5th pick, and I've been thinking about this whole time while Mr. Six was speaking, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of at a loss for who my 6th one is.
I know. You mean your 5th?
My 5th, yeah, my 5th. I just said 6, so my bad.
Because I'm Mr. Six.
Yeah, Mr. Six.
I know it's hard, 6. Right?
Yeah.
I know. I just went the easy routes.
Yeah, you kind of did, but could go back to if you guys have watched any of our devil fruit discussion videos, check it out. But I talked about one of my favorite devil fruits, the love fruit, and I don't think this is up there. I really don't think that Boa Hancock is.
Well, that's why we said this
category.
That's why we said this is our rough draft in the first one. So, because we'll refine it later.
Yeah,
I'm sure people will tell us we're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And as we make more, podcast, we get to think a little bit more about it. And then new people new characters get revealed, or people our characters show like their capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, sorry, keep.
So I was gonna say Boa just because she does have an OP devil fruit, but then I was thinking, and you guys remember that one character? It's like a vice captain level character, but Zoro fought him back.
The rust fruit, or the berry
the rust fruit. Just if you're a swordsman, you can't stand a chance against this guy.
Well, we're talking about the characters, not their fruits.
Okay, that is a pretty OP fruit, but yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Can you guys give me some slack here? I'm just trying to think.
No slack is given.
But you know what? How about this? Dodon. Dodon's the 5th strongest character in the whole One Piece series.
No, I'd say Nami would be a better answer.
Nami or Buggy.
She goes through. Yeah. She ignores Haki. She doesn't even need Haki to affect Luffy.
Mm-hmm. Can it be non-canon characters?
No. Oh my gosh.
Like Zephyr?
No.
Or what about, I could say, we know another strong character is Kong. He's a pretty strong character. He's above Sengoku, and he looks buff. He's like a buff old guy. Those are the strongest characters. Who's to say he's not Garp's dad?
Just throwing out random theories.
I know.
Erik. Just I don't know.
Yeah, who say he's not?
I mean, anybody could be his dad.
I'm Garp's dad.
Goldie Roger.
He's
his brother.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Who's to say that Garp and Goldie Roger aren't brothers? Have you guys seen some fan art on Instagram? Get out there and check that stuff out because there's some good fan art. But the 5th character, this is so hard. I'm still at a loss. I've lost. I don't even know.
Captain Kuro.
Oh my goodness. There isn't another character I think that's in this tier fighting.
Well, no, I think the problem is there's a lot of characters that are equal to each other.
But I don't think
right?
I think the characters we just stated are all around equal to each other, maybe with the exception of Zoro. But
why are you dissing Zoro like that?
Because after 8, really we were struggling. Zoro being the 9th, I would almost say that there are stronger Like, Captain Kidd probably stronger than Zoro.
I don't know. We'd have to...
So, Luffy is the top 2 strongest supernovas after Blackbeard. Basil Hawking held his own against Zoro and Luffy. Trafalgar Law, is he in this category?
No. He got messed up by Doflamingo.
He did, but that doesn't mean what he is now.
I mean, I think you're confusing, like, for some characters, like OP Devil Fruits with
Law
power, because, like, it's like check out our Devil Fruit series. But I mean, like, if someone competent had this Shadow Fruit and they'd use the strategies that we talked about,
they'd be OP.
They would be extremely OP. But we're not talking about the Devil Fruits. We're talking about the character and how ever they utilize their Devil Fruit or utilized not having a Devil Fruit.
That's true.
So, pick right now.
I'm gonna pick, and if you guys are angry with me,
be very angry and comment.
Be very angry and comment. Just comment like 5 times.
Show your dislike by liking this video.
Yes. I just like this video so much, I'm going to like it.
Exactly.
Okay, the last character in our discussion today is going to have to be, and I spent a lot of time jumping around this.
Man, you're really
I am.
Extending this, yeah.
I really don't know. I really don't. We might have to cut this portion of the video out. Can we pause it
Just
for a second?
one. Pick one.
God Usopp.
God Usopp. Okay, I'll agree with that.
Only because whatever he says comes to truth. Like, imagine a character, whatever you say ends up becoming true.
Well, this is the problem I have with, like,
power.
strongest. Like, when people say, like, the strongest.
In what way?
Like, are you talking about strength? Are you talking about, like, strategy? Are you talking about their influence?
Their skills?
Yeah, the skills, the techniques.
Their
like,
tangible skills, like
their
intangibles.
Their intangibles. Their intangibles, like Boa Hancock with their, like, beauty. Like, what are we talking about? Sorry, this is me going off on like a rant with, like, the strongest videos. The strongest characters. Because, like, for me, it's like I just break down everything like this and everybody's, because, like, there's a lot of different aspects of characters. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do a future series where it's like we'll do like the top strongest in the terms of, like, strategy or seduction.
Ooh. Nami.
Well,
Robin.
Okay, don't ruin the video. Let's have a future series. So,
but that's just a sneak peek.
Okay, well, so you said you're finished. You're gonna say God Usopp.
Yeah, and that's God Usopp. He lies truths into existence. He says, "Hey, I got 6,000 followers. I have 6,000 followers."
I feel like his, like, load time for that is, like, forever, though.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He says he's gonna be a brave warrior of the sea, so that means he can't die until he's a brave warrior of the sea.
Yeah.
So his load time, it could be forever, but he can't die because he's got one of the main character, backing him up, and Luffy, who's also on this list.
Yeah.
The Straw Hats are just OP. They're just OP in general.
Well, they're gonna be like the Shanks.
Yeah, they're gonna be
the
Goldie Rogers of this generation.
Well, it's the Goldie Rogers, then the Shanks, and then the Mugiwaras. Like having a small quality group of crew members.
I agree.
Okay, so are we gonna list them out? So, like, you're gonna list your top 5. So let's go over it again. So you had Mihawk.
It's a combined list. Yeah, Mihawk. Then I had
Weevil.
I had Ben Beckman.
You had Sabo, and then now you have God Usopp.
God Usopp.
And I had...
And that is not a joke either. You think that is a joke, but he has a crazy skill to lie the truth.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, we'll let the comments decide that. But, so, I had Katakuri, Silver Israeli, Luffy, Zoro, and... Oh, Shuyu. Okay.
Man.
Okay, so
I'm
going to go first. So I'm going to say Silver Israeli is my top 1. I'm going to say Shuyu. Then I'm going to say Katakuri. Then, oh my god. I can't. Tied for 4th? Luffy and Zoro.
No.
Okay, fine. No. Luffy, and then I'm just gonna do Zoro.
You cannot put Zoro above Luffy. All you Zoro
I didn't say he's above. I said tied.
Not even tied. Look at him. You think he could fight Doflamingo?
Yes.
You'd think so. If he just stood there and watched, why? They should be double teaming him then. They should be. Why would he
was holding the bird cage by himself, dude.
No,
all the other scrubs
was doing that by himself. If you weren't Luffy, you were holding the bird cage.
I think it's just like Pokemon. You can't go against the rules. It's one-on-one battles.
True.
Because Doflamingo had trouble there, so that's why Law was fighting. And then boom, once they're both gone, then boom, one-on-one.
True.
Unless it's a Kaido.
There are lots of characters. I like it. That's a good list.
Oh, you didn't rank yours.
So when you forget.
So Gadu's up first.
No, Gadu's up fifth. Only because he's not a fighter of these characters. He's the least fighting capable. But the strongest character here out of all of them.
No, out of your 5.
Out of my 5. Okay, so I listed off. It was Usopp, Sabo. Then it was Weevil. It was Ben Beckman, and my first one was Mihawk. Out of those ones,
I think that's actually really good. You just did your ranking right there.
Yeah, in that order from
that order from 5 to 1.
Yeah,
that's actually that's perfect.
Yeah, I would agree.
Unless you want to change it, because I was just
Mihawk, then Ben Beckman, and then Weevil, and then Sabo, and then Usopp. Yeah, just like that.
Well, that was a really long video,
but it was fun. And if you guys sticked around to the very end, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we appreciate your time.
And we appreciate you.
And
so, well, definitely like this video and subscribe. And then follow us on Instagram at onepiece.doc.podcast.
And we'll let you know when our videos are released. And then you could, get on YouTube and, watch all our stuff.
Exactly. All right.
So this is Erik and
Mr. Six.
And we're out of here.
We'll see you back at the dock.